Hi, this is Terence. I see there's a few people coming in to see my video. I don't know how, but thank you. This is me. Uh, it's been a while since my last video, and I just got out of bed while my wife's asleep. She's snoring a bit. Anyway, I'm talking about my elementary school life, in the year 2000, the millennium, where I started using email and internet. And I think that was the time when I started learning how to use a web page using HTML. My parents got us a teacher who's a student in SNU, Seoul National University, and it was a fun experience. And actually, that experience, learning HTML, is now helping me with my work these days. Yes, it's been more than 30. It's been almost 30 years, but it really helps me because I understand a bit of that language, if I can call that a language. Anyway, the year 2000, when I was grade 4, I applied for this boys club. You know, the Boy Scout. We have this young astronauts club. Mm, yes, and we I took the test. It was some kind of a mathematics and science knowledge test, you know, some quizzes that are mm, related to scientific topics. And I got 63, 68, that kind of points. It wasn't that high, but anyway, I got accepted and I started uh, going to some competitions, participated in making rockets. Water rockets is you make a rocket with PT bottles, and there's some kids with big, how do I say? It's made of coated paper, and this has this kind of a parachute inside, and you assemble it. I don't know how to make a good water rocket if you can if everyone has the same kit and everyone has the same ingredients, and actually we have these competitions. We measure the height of the rockets when we and I think I had a really good rank. Maybe on the first competition I participated, and I was so proud of myself, and I've been a jerk at the time. Yeah, I was so proud of myself. I made myself. I feel quite embarrassed that I was so. How do I say? So. Mm, show off. Yes, I remember. I have this photo of me being so confident, and back then I didn't. I thought it was my it was I didn't think it was a luck. Now I think that I was lucky. And actually, I've learned how to make radio. I'm not. I don't know. It's not welding. It's you use this. Um, I don't know how to say this in English, but um, you melt the lead and you assemble the small parts on the plate. It's a radio. When building a video, there's many parts: resistance, condensers, ceramic condensers, and antenna, some kind of stuff, and you assemble them all. There's a kit, and you connect the battery, and if it catches the signal, it was a AM radio, then you get good grades and you get awarded. The kind of competitions I participated. That time, mm, I didn't really understand the circuit or logics of how the radio works. I wasn't really interested. I just I was just interested in how to make it faster. So there was a teacher who was an owner of a small store where he sells this um, things for school works. The mm, we call that it's a kind of a fancy shop. Yes, and I've learned this skill from him, and it was quite helpful. Yeah, we actually when participating on the building radio competition, the we are the radio that we make is tested, and they see the quality of the the assembly, and that was something that I was only interested. Anyway, I was lucky that I got pretty a lot of awards at the time in school and outside of school. And also, I was interested in inventing stuffs, and I think I have participated in the cool competition. Yes, so I reached the top rank in school, and I am accepted in. I can apply for the crew competition, and I've been to the crew competition twice, and I didn't really get good awards at the time. Anyway, I was quite proud of myself, and my parents really supported me a lot with that. So my first grade was I was quite a nice student. Teachers liked me. I was quite popular because I was a good behaving student, and I got good awards pretty uh, quite a lot of times in school. And especially, I remember what I did for the science project, which is homework that I should do during the summer vacation. I it was about radio, and it was about finding the the most important parts in the radio, and my direction was I just um, tear I just remove one part at a time and I turn it on, and if it doesn't work, then that could be assumed as a important part, and which is a really foolish idea. But anyway, the, I got yeah, I won the prize anyway, and I am embarrassed that I took it that way. As for the my life in the classroom, this teacher was from he went to the Marine Corps, so he's quite tough, and we got corporal punishments quite a lot. And I was the head of student in the second semester, and the teacher, mm, I don't know where this teacher go, but he wanted me to lead the class instead on behalf of him, and I sometimes had to shout to my classmates, and that is something, the memories that I don't really want to recall. But I was that time, I think my confidence was the highest at that time. I was loved by everyone, and every competition that I participate, I got something. So it was my year 2000, and I think I have started going to English Academy and learning English at the time. I started learning English in school and at the academy after school. Mm, I thought I was not a bad English speaker because I remember learning English with my father. I used the textbook and tapes what my sister, my 1 year older sister, used, and the way of learning English was listening to the tapes several times and memorizing the context. And I had to speak this memorized context or text to my father, and my father applauded me if I did well, and if I didn't do well, I got scolded. That was the way of learning English. And I thought I was not a bad English speaker, but we will get to that later. But when I visited Canada in year 2003, I realized that my English was terrible. So it's not easy to learn English, and in a different country where you don't speak English in the daytime, you only use English in the certain period of time, like 1 hour at the academy, and in school you only are taught alphabets and simple conversations like hi, hello, nice to meet you, some kind of stuff like that, and it isn't that helpful. So anyway, that was my year 2000. So to make it short, I was a science student. Science. I was interested in science. I participated in many competitions and I got awarded several times. And I was confident. Also, um, I've started learning HTML. I think that was fifth or sixth grade. I don't remember, but it was at the time. And um, and that's it. That's all. Yeah. Oh well. Thank you for listening, and I will come back soon. Thank you.